Animal behavior test. Question 1. From where do inherited behaviors come? A. Repeated experiences and practice. B. Passed on from parents to offspring. C. Taught by parents to offspring. D. The animal's environment. Question 2. The habitat where a population of deer lives can no longer produce food because of a drought. In response to this problem, the deer might A. Change their diet and become meat eaters. B. Kill off some of the older and weaker members of the population. C. Go into hibernation. D. Migrate to another area that has more food. Question 3. Which of the following is a learned behavior? A. A beaver building a dam. B. A bird building a nest. C. A spider building a web. D. A dog bringing back a tossed ball. Question 4. Jessica's dog Spike likes to dig holes and chase other dogs. He barks when a stranger approaches. Spike comes to Jessica whenever she calls him. Which is a learned behavior of Spike's? A. Barking at strangers. D. Digging holes. C. Chasing other dogs. D. Coming when called. Question 5. Which of the following is an inherited behavior? A. A toddler begins to walk. B. A dog salivates when it hears a dinner bell ring. C. A child sees a pot on a stove and does not touch it. D. A newborn baby cries because it is hungry. Question 6. Which of the following is a response to an external stimulus? A. Sleeping when tired. B. Eating when hungry. C. Drinking water when thirsty. D. Blinking due to dusty conditions. Question 7. After several attempts, a child learns to ride a skateboard. What type of learned behavior is this? A. Imprinting. B. Trial and error. C. Conditioning. D. Insight. Question 8. A chimpanzee sees his keeper use a set of keys to open the door to its cage. One day, the keeper dropped his key near the cage. The chimpanzee used the key to open the door and escape. What type of learned behavior is this? A. Imprinting. B. Trial and error. C. Conditioning. D. Insight. Question 9. Which pair of behavioral interactions are both cooperative? A. Grouping for defense and packs for hunting. B. Courtship and territorial behavior. C. Hibernation and migration. Question 10. In the fall, black bears eat so much that they can gain up to 68 kilograms of fat in just 2 months. Why do black bears gain so much weight? A. To become stronger so they can better defend themselves. B. To prepare for migration. C. To attract a mate. D. To prepare for hibernation. Question 11. Some male birds perform elaborate dances in order to attract females. This is an example of A. Camouflage, B. Insight, C. Courtship, D. Mimicry. Question 12. If two bears are competing over the same territory, which of the following behaviors would they most likely exhibit to determine who will win? A. They will fight until one of them dies. B. They will do elaborate dances and try to outdo each other. C. They will show signs of aggression until one of them shows submission. Question 13. Some Galapagos finches have heavy, strong beaks, while others have small, pointed beaks. Which best explains the differences in their beaks? A. The climate is different for these birds. B. There are different foods available where the birds live. C. There are different predators where the birds live. D. The beak allows them to attract a suitable mate. Question 14. Which of the following is an inherited behavior in a dog? A. Shaking hands. B. Barking at other dogs. C. Waiting by a food bowl. D. Fetching a stick. Question 15. Courtship behaviors in the animal kingdom are important for all of the following reasons except A. Courtship shows that the male and female are ready to mate. B. Courtship ensures reproductive success. C. Courtship stops aggression from other animals. D. Courtship allows members of a species to recognize each other. Question 16. During the winter months, when temperatures drop, some animals' body temperatures and breathing rates greatly reduce. This is called A. Courtship, B. Hibernation, C. Heredity, D. Migration. Question 17. Kittiwake chicks stand still as soon as they hatch. Apparently, they do this to avoid being noticed by potential predators. This is an example of A. Learned behavior, B. Inherited behavior, C. Conditioning, D. Trial and error. Question 18. Many bird species move from one place to another according to the season of the year. This behavior is called A. Migration, B. Hibernation, C. Courtship, D. Grouping. Question 19. Which of the following is a reflex? A. A bird building a nest, B. A spider building a web, C. Blinking your eyes when something moves toward them, D. A beaver building a dam. Question 20. Every morning, Mrs. Jones opens a can of cat food using the electric can opener and feeds her cat. At dinner time, Mrs. Jones used the electric can opener to open a can of soup. Upon hearing the whirring sound of the can opener, her cat came running. What type of behavior does her cat show? A. Trial and error, B. Imprinting, C. Conditioning, D. Instinct. Question 21. Is imprinting a learned or an inherited behavior? Explain your answer. Use sentences. Question 22. Most animals learn many behaviors over their lifetimes. Some important behaviors, however, are inherited. Identify an inherited behavior in an animal and explain why it is so important for that animal. Use sentences. Question 23. In most species of birds, the male is colorful and the female is dull in color. How is this a useful adaptation for courtship? Use sentences. Question 24. What do the behavioral responses of migration and hibernation have in common? Use sentences. Question 25. Compare and contrast adaptations and behaviors. Use a Venn diagram or a T-chart.